Hi, my name is Akim Mustafa and you're welcome to my channel. So this is the part 2 of how I started my career as a health and safety professional. Thanks for joining again. If you've not seen the part 1, I would advise you go through the part 1 and see the part 1, and then you continue with us on the part 2, or even if after watching the part 2 you can decide to join and watch the part 1. It's interesting. A few topics we talked about in the part 1 you will not want to miss. So yes, let's go. Part 2, some relevant trainings that I think are very important for you as you go, as you start and as you go. So me as a person, my first, because I'm from Nigeria originally. Right now I'm a Canadian, but originally from Nigeria. One of the first trainings I did for myself that helped me to become to get to my next level in the career is to do the NEBOSH general certificate. So I would advise you do this. I know there are so many other courses that here and there that would come your way. If you like and if you can, put some money together, save them. I'm not saying you shouldn't do any other course or you shouldn't focus on doing other things, but the way it worked for me, I think the NEBOSH general certificate was super important for me at the start of my career. So getting it was very good for me. It was a big thumbs up. So I advise, save your money. It's getting a bit expensive these days. Save your money for it and do NEBOSH IGC. There's so many other level 3, because NEBOSH general certificate is a level 3 certification in the UK. There's so many other ones like the MVQ level 3, the NCRQ. There's so many other ones. It's up to you. And if you're in the US, you do the OSHA 300, there's so many other OSHA courses that you can also do too, because you don't need NEBOSH in the US. You don't even need NEBOSH in Canada. So, it's not one of the certifications that is required. When I see adverts in Canada that is required, NEBOSH is. I've not really seen NEBOSH. I've also not seen NEBOSH advertised in the US. So, in say maybe in the Gulf countries, in Europe, in the UK, in African countries, yes, NEBOSH general certificate is super important. So for my folks from Nigeria, the ESPON certification is very important. We need to identify with our local certification. If you're in Ghana, if you're in South Africa, Kenya, whatever, your local certifications are also important. So try to do them. If you have them existing, I advise that you do them. You have to identify with, or we also have to identify with our local certifications, to our local trainings. Then once you complete these trainings and you begin to grow in your career, begin to save some good money, I advise that you go for the level 6 diploma in occupational health and safety certification. So I recommend first NEBOSH international diploma or NEBOSH diploma course. You can also do the MVQ level 6, NCRQ. There's so many of them, and also the IDSE international diploma in safety engineering. In fact, I did the international diploma in safety engineering level 6, which was also very, very good for me, and it also helped me to open more doors. So any level 6 diploma course in occupational health and safety, it's very good. So it's like a bachelor's degree, right? It's of that up to that level. Some universities may even accept them, for a master's degree program. So especially in the UK. So I advise you go do the NEBOSH diploma, or you do the IDSE international diploma in safety engineering, and all the other level 6. The other courses that I think are very important for you as you grow, which, like I said, will also expose you to be able to be a very good auditor, are the ISO courses. So the ISO is International Organization for Standardization, and they have 3 courses that are very important for you as a health and environmental professional. The ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety. The ISO 14001 is for environmental management system, and then the ISO 9001 series is for quality management system. So you see, the 3 of them, they work hand in hand. I've seen so many people get a position in health, safety, environment, and quality. So the 14,001, 45,001, 9,001, super important. If you can save money and do this, and I would advise you do the lead auditor courses. It's super important because it would give you a lot of exposure. Then other courses that I think you should do, are courses that have to do with ethics, and also professional conduct in the health and safety profession. These courses are very important because as a health, safety and environmental professional, ethics is very important for us. Our conduct as professionals are very important, and that's how we get respect. That's how people trust us. That's how people see us as subject matter experts. And also, if you'd like and if you can, I would suggest that you do the project management course. The project management, I did mine with PMI, so I'm a PMP certified person. So it's very good because we're involved in so many projects, even the ones that are originating from the health, safety and environmental department, and some other ones from other departments and other functions that occur within the organization. So if you have this skill learned from the Project Management Institute, it's going to really help you, to show your expertise and help you become a very solid person. As you continue to grow, there's some other courses that you should continue to invest in doing. The first I'll say you should think about is the incident investigation course. For me, I did the taproot. I also did the SCAT course. I know how to do bow tie. So there's so many courses that can help you become a very good investigator. So some other technical safety courses, process safety courses. I've done process safety course with American Institute of Chemical Engineers, Institute of Chemical Engineers in the UK. Very good courses for process safety. Machinery safety, I did course with pills. Also very, very good. The certified machinery safety experts, very good course. You could also do courses around local tag out, LOTO, very important, especially if you work in the factory or you work in the in the industry where the heavy equipment. This will really come handy for you. Occupational hygiene is one other one that's super good. You can also do a course in that to help you boost your opportunities to be able to understand what your people are exposed to: asbestos, noise, vibration, things like that, and protect your people with the right tools. Permit to work, you need to learn how to be a part of the permit to work system. In fact, you should be one of the leaders of permit to work. So if you don't know it, how would you be able to teach it, or how will you be able to let people know how to do permit to work? Electrical safety, electrical safety, even though if you're not an electrician or electrical person from a background, you can still be able to learn some few things of a few tips about electrical safety. Waste management, it's super important. Even if you're not the environmentalist in the organization, you should be able to have very good knowledge of waste from point of collection to the end point. How you segregate them, how you minimize them, recycle, all those reuse, blah, 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 all those things you should be able to give, some good experience if you go through the training. So these trainings are very good, and I recommend that you try to do them. In some other countries, some trainings are required by the health, safety, and environmental professionals. So, for example, in Canada, you need to, attend the Joint Health and Safety Committee training and be a certified member. You need to also do work at height if you'll be working at height, or you'll be supervising people that work at height. It's one of the trainings that is regulatory required that people get certified before they do. Confined space entry. You also have chemical handling, hazard communication. I'm talking about WIMIS, about GHS. Transportation of dangerous goods. Certification is required, and sometimes and I think this may even cut across several countries. It may not only be for Canada. The first aid, AED, CPR training is very good. Even though if you're not first aid on the site, you should make sure that the people that are first aiders are trained to perform the job before they go ahead and they get their certificate is valid before they offer first aid services. How do we get a job? How did I get a job? So the first thing I would advise, get your CV, or your resume, get them updated. There are a lot of things that a lot of us have in our CVs and our resumes that are not important. So things like age, things like sex, things like religion, things like marital status, unnecessary things that just clog our CVs that are not important, that bring a lot of bias, to the recruiter to say, why is this guy, putting these things in the CV and the resume? So we need to get rid of some of these things on CV. One of these days I'll talk about CV as a whole, but today I'm just telling you, get your CV revamped and updated. And then make sure you highlight your achievements, make sure you highlight your certifications, your recent ones, and make sure these are the things that you also look at the job description from the advert, to develop your CV, so that when the recruiter is looking at it, it's attracted to your CV, because that's maybe the only opportunity you get, to get into the face of the recruiter or the organization. Seek for jobs on websites like Indeed, LinkedIn, super important, LinkedIn, Workopolis, Glassdoor. There's so many other ones, so many, but I'm telling you about the ones that, I have used, the ones that have, helped me to, get the things that, some of the things that I've gotten for myself. Join and leverage professional associations. So like, Nigeria, then I was a member of ISPON. So, there are a lot of senior guys, mentors you can find in ISPON. You can also join organizations like IOSH, International Occupational Safety and Health in the UK. You can also join the BCSP, Board of Certified Safety Professionals in the US. You can also join the Board of Canadian Registered Safety Professionals. You can BCRSP. You can also be a member, like I said, join PMI, Project Management Institute. In Nigeria, you can also join Nigerian Environmental Society. There's so many, IOSH, BCSP, BCRSP, ASCSE, American Society of Safety Engineers, Canadian Society of Safety Engineers, Nigerian Society of Safety Engineers, or Nigerian Society of Safety Engineers, things like that. You should join associations like that and leverage on those professional organizations to make sure that when you join, you get mentors from there, you link up with leaders in the profession there, and ask for opportunities to get a job. You can never say, don't just be shy, or don't just join these organizations for joining sake. Join them because you want to get something from there also, and also you're giving back to society. Also, it's like I said, I mentioned before, be certified. Get certified by the BCA if you're in North America, for example, or even in the Gulf countries, even in Africa. You can become a member, you can be certified a CRSP or CRST, or you can become a ASP or CSP. I am a CSP, I'm a CRSP, I'm also a chartered member of IOSH in the UK. So you can become, grow to become one of these, get these certifications. One of these videos I'll be doing on another day, I'll be talking about the process of getting certified up to the highest levels, like I just mentioned to you. There's so many other ones, Australia and the rest. I am not focused on them because a lot of my folks are within Europe or Africa or in the Gulf countries and in North America. So that's why I'm mentioning these major ones. And the good thing is they have mutual agreements, most of them. And if say maybe you become a certified safety professional by the BCSP in the US, you can be approved to challenge the exam and become CRSP, and also even get a quicker path to become a chartered member of IOSH. So these bodies, associations are super important for you to be a member of. If you're in Nigeria, you can also be a full member of ISPON. Then my final thought for you to get a job is get a mentor. A lot of jobs are not actually advertised. So you get the job via knowing one person or the other. That's how you get the job. So people, you discuss with them, you build relationship with them. You may be surprised at what it will lead into getting a job. So get a mentor. Super important. Mentors will help you cut all those mistakes you make, help you cut them short. What about the salary? Is the salary fantastic? So I don't have an idea of how the salaries goes in the UK or in Nigeria right now, or in Africa right now, but in Canada and in the US, I know it's quite nice, and a lot of the folks working in the health and safety profession, they know that it's not just morally rewarding. In Canada, there was a survey that was done. Median salary that was found for patient health and safety professionals was $80,000, 80,000 Canadian dollars. And even for people that are certified, CRSP in Canada, the salary, most of them, the salaries are over $100,000. So this is based on a study that was done in 2019 by the BCRSP. So you see, it's a fantastic profession that would create opportunities for you, salary-wise, if you want to take care of yourself and take care of your family. So it's a fantastic profession. So whichever path you choose in the health and safety profession, whichever way you joined, one thing that I know that should help you grow is when you become passionate about keeping people safe, passionate about people coming to work safe, doing their work safe and going back to your family safe. So I want to say thank you for watching my video today. I would like to remind you to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for future interactive videos like this. If you have questions, kindly share them in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you. And if you have other topics that you think are very important for you, and you want me to talk about them, kindly mention them in the comment section, and I will do my best to look at them and also do future videos relating to them. Thank you again for watching, and bye. Thank you.